Hey y'all, good morning. Welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is a What's Your Calling reading. I'm gonna try and do this. We'll see. I don't know if my kiddo is gonna wake up. Okay. Alright, if you're new here, a What's Your Calling reading is for folks who are making decisions or being forced out of their current work situation, career. There's a lot of things happening at like a federal level, or this is for people who are feeling led by something higher, called to be part of the change that this planet needs, that humanity needs, that the animal kingdom needs. So what we're going to do is I pull 10 cards from this deck called Life Purpose, and these are different themes. So if none of the themes resonate with you, you don't have to stay. But this is just for folks to kind of start thinking about things a little bit differently instead of the I have to work a 9 to 5, I have to do this. There are lots of ways to do what you're passionate about and make it a job or make it a business, make it something that can be lucrative while also fun and beneficial for others. So this is about exploring that and helping folks find that within them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, and then we'll get started. So I start with the life purpose, and they are pretty self-explanatory. And then we go into some energies that may be hindering us from that, or some things that we may need to work on. And then we'll end it with some inspirational stuff. All right, leave you on a high note. All right. Maybe you've already taken a leap of faith and maybe it has failed. Maybe you are trying to stay positive. Maybe you're in a space of wanting to give up. Either way, I'm going to start with this one because it was the last one to come out. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. It can be really scary to do things differently in this society, especially in these times, but it is exactly what we are here to do, okay? We have light and love. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. Just want to say that sometimes that light and love can be through shadow, okay? We do not ignore the darkness over here. Writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words that you write. Body work. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. With that tattoo, I'm also getting like maybe you do henna, or maybe you do, hair or cosmetics in some sort of fashion. Tattoos as well. Talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. Yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. This is one of the things I'm trying to adopt in my daily, and I'm still working on it. All right. Leadership. Take charge of the situation. The reading I just posted, The Journey Back Home to You. If this resonates with you right here, go watch that. It will be helpful. All right. Children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. Infinite abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your life purpose, your divine life purpose. One saying that I've always had since I kind of ventured off of the conveyor belt of capitalism and the trajectory of my life was the universe will always provide for me as long as I'm doing the work of the universe. It does take some decolonizing to unwrap ideas about money and abundance and being cared for. So I put out a lot of that over here as well. I have playlists for anything that may come up. Well, not everything, but things that may come up or things you have to kind of work through in order to get to this liberated energy within yourself, okay? So go check those out. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. All right. Okay, now we're going to pull from the Sacred Rebels. and see what other advice we can get. I'm kind of rushing because I just want to be able to finish the reading before my son wakes up. Okay. Alright. I think I keep jinxing it. I should stop talking about it. Releasing allegiances. So if there are people in your life that you know aren't good for you, not even just people, habits, behaviors, addictions. I just did a trauma talks about addiction yesterday. If you're struggling with addiction, go check that out. I've also done collective convo about addiction. So the collective convo playlist is about like some taboo topics or harder things to navigate. And then the trauma talks is I'm trying to create a community space where people can share their other traumas. And I'm going first. I'm sharing my traumas with things I've experienced. So we have spirals of manifestation. Allowing yourself to see the abundance around you instead of being in a space of lack or victimhood. We have beyond the mind, the heart beats. So again, when we get in this rigid thinking, allowing yourself to be led by your passion, by the things that bring you excitement, is a good place to start when you're in this path, right? Which is the opposite of what capitalism wants. The word wants to be written, so we have writing twice. Maybe you should start doing some journal stuff. I have done a daily decolonizing and chasing nostalgia playlist and shadow work. Those are the three main things to kind of dive deep within yourself. So I am getting some journaling. Yesterday I did post an exploring esoterics, which was just specifically for journal prompts. There were just a few journal prompts at the end of the workbook I put together. So I think that is like under 2 minutes. If you need a place to start with journal prompts, go ahead and start there. Otherwise, those other playlists I mentioned, daily decolonizing, integrating shadow, and chasing nostalgia, have prompts for doing introspection work so that you can get yourself into a more balanced place to even be able to make these changes, okay? And we have shock of the new. This card always comes out in these readings. It's important to remember that the people around you are more than likely not going to be supportive of these changes, because it's going to be seen as taboo or scary for them. But when you're doing this work and you're doing the inner work and you're following your own calling and your knowing, it's important to allow those people to, whatever they think about you is none of your business. Allow them to talk, remembering that it's mostly a projection of their own limiting beliefs. Again, the Journey Home reading talked a lot about this and how we kind of internalize other people's limitations, and then we hold ourselves back, either subconsciously or for other reasons, right? But at this time, the planet and humanity, I mean, we are living in prophetic times, okay? These are times that have been passed down from ancient cultures, oral traditions for generations, centuries. We're living in these times. How lucky of us. So it's important that we kind of get out of our ego. I had a lot of readers when I was in this process for myself say, like, it's very selfish to keep your gifts to yourself. And I still don't think I'm allowing myself to be seen to the degree in which I know I'm supposed to be. But I'm kind of allowing myself to be guided through that. So it can be very intimidating to be doing something different, to know that people are looking at you like you're crazy. But remember that you're a catalyst. When you step into this, you become a catalyst for others to also do that. It's kind of like you give this like silent permission for others to be completely who they are as well. And that's what the world needs, okay? That's what the earth needs. So if you're feeling alone in this. Rely on who it is you believe. We don't discriminate over here. Whatever you believe, that's higher than you. Call on them to guide you. Didn't that come in? Talk to your angels. You don't have to call them angels. You could even work with demons. Some of us do. Find a balance in that. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so we have trust yourself. I like this card because it has a lot of animals. So sometimes if you're feeling too in your head about anything happening, reconnect to nature. Pay attention to the way that nature is showing up for you, what animals are crossing your path specifically. And then I have a playlist where we went through all of the spirit guided animals. So if you come in contact with a certain animal, go to that playlist. There's more than likely a message for you. Power of attraction. We receive the energy that we give. Okay? So if you're out here being a negative Nancy all the time, you're going to continue to attract situations that are going to continue that cycle, I guess, right? There's a word, but I can't think of it, and I don't have time to think about it. The perfection of your life. Trees have an underground root network, and they share resources. So thinking about this image, thinking about the things that are unseen and allowing yourself to trust in that, regardless, again, of what other people are saying about you, is part of this process. Alright, 2 more. Be the hunter, not the hunted. So take initiative on what it is that you want. Again, don't allow anyone, and the owl may be significant. I know the owl has a lot of ominous, has an ominous reputation in a lot of cultures, but they are also seen as a symbol of wisdom, and they are also in that spirit animal playlist. What is already within you? When I started this process, for me, I had a reader share in one of the readings that I was watching about how, like, you already have everything you need, was what she said. And that's kind of what framed my thing. If you don't know, if you're brand new on my channel, I just turned an old ambulance into like a community art center. I've been doing some community art stuff because what I do have is a lot of art supplies, and I really enjoy, I'm autistic, so I enjoy organizing art more than my ADHD will allow me to really produce art in a repetitive way. And so I'm really a lot better at creating ambiance and spaces for others, and so that's what I did. And so maybe you needed to hear that. What you already have within you, or what is already with you, what you have around you. So when you're starting to feel lack or doubt within this process, allow yourself to look around and kind of take an inventory of what you do have and the ways you could use them, right? And start with what you have, all right? These are the soul's journey. So these are some energies that we may be sifting through, or that we may be presented with, or that we may, I don't know, let's see. Oh, yep, doubt. I just talked about doubt. I release the need to know all answers. Allowing the mystery, allowing yourself to be on a journey, okay? The journey is the destination. Which capitalism and consumerism, this current system we live in, there's this fake notion of getting to a place of, you know, like the top of the mountain, but really once you're up there you realize it's just, you've plateaued and life is boring. All right, humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Turn your fear into courage. I believe Foucault said that. Social theorist. Probably wasn't him though, I don't know. Someone else probably said it first. Let's get 2 more of these. My computer's gonna die. Service. I feel good when I can help others, but not allowing yourself to only do it because it makes you feel good. Recognizing that you are in relationship with the world around you, and that's part of receiving that karma. Where was that other? We receive what we give. Where was that? Maybe that was in the other reading. Okay. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. I did start this reading off by saying perhaps you've been laid off. That is a reality for a lot of people right now. So allowing yourself to move through that process of grieving while also recognizing the blessing within that loss. Allowing yourself to recognize, you know, where that may have been holding you back, how it maybe was making you feel. Maybe we're just in this unconscious cycle. And this reading is all about really stepping back into, you know, a healed version of you, doing that process, allowing yourself to do something else, right? We have aspire. Accept what you have while taking a stand for what you really want. Unseen forces are helping you succeed, and spirit has your back. So that is the second confirmation that you are held by spirit. You're going to be supported in this journey, so don't allow that to stop you. Don't allow that doubt. And when you are starting to feel yourself in that space of like, I can't do this, this is too much, holy shit, how will this ever work out? It's so different, everyone's telling me I'm crazy. That's when you connect back to whatever it is you believe. I mean, the goal is to stay in communication with that source for you. Again, whether that's God, Creator, Sky Daddy, Allah, whatever it is, the universe. I like to think of God as an acronym for galaxies and other dimensions. Personally, that helps my thinking about it. I don't really see God as like Santa figure in the sky, which is what this society wants us to believe it is. But I mean, if that's what you see, that's fine. We have listening. The only distance between you and spirit is your resistance. When you truly listen, it all becomes clear. Allowing alignment to happen is what you're witnessing right now. All right, and movement. The wheel keeps turning when the wind is steady. To stay in the flow, just keep moving. When I start to feel myself getting into lack or doubt or any other, victim mentality or low vibrational feeling, being on this path, doing something different, being a catalyst for others as well, I put action. I have to use my hands. I'm an artist, but I have to do something with my hands, and that kind of gets me out of that funk. So take that for what it is for you. I hope it's helpful. But remember that, again, we are all on this planet at this time to make the world a better place, to witness humanity's rise, and witness the rise of Mother Nature, allowing ourselves to be an active participant in this revolution, not just politically, but for life. This is about people who are not dementors, death eaters, right? Is that what they were called in Harry Potter? What were they called? Orcs in the Lord of the Rings, right? In everything that we've been presented by in our entertainment industry, there's always a good and a bad, and over here we do the work of the good by embodying our own bad, by recognizing the harm that we've caused on others and the harm that has been done on us, as part of the process, and allowing ourselves to not only bear witness, but be active participants in this as a living vessel on this planet, okay? Out of limitations comes creativity. It's all perspective. Look on the bright side. Live each day with grace and authenticity, and start each day with a grateful heart. Make it the best day ever. Have a good one.